It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brock Bowers. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Raiders and the Chargers next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, alongside Brock. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. Team went 0-1 picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29. Complete over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another carry for him. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They give it to him again. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Pass play now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. Doesn't make the connection. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing it again here. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. And leading them out is the 2nd overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
The rookie from Florida in on that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. We've got a screen to the running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They steal the frequency on those opposing headsets. Somebody read lips or steal a signal from the opposing sideline, Kate, because somehow this defense knew what was coming. They broke on that screen. It was incredible. What a stop.
Oh, he's going to run for it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Stroud now. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On play action, here's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for Raiders first. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action on 1st. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds past midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll throw it again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down, ball at the 36. They go play action here. Complete out to the right. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They are throwing it again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown! It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Stroud throwing here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. He anticipated that route. It's Johnny on the spot.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Right up the gut. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Plowing up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. From the gun, Stroud. Andrews with the catch. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Tight end going in motion here. Running it after the penalty. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
I know it from the position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's a give up the middle. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. Oh, the football's loose. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And with the end of the season in sight, he's looking for a strong finish to capture that NFL rushing crown. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. That's complete to Pittman. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and throw it here. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders with a big decision upcoming. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and more.
Oh, he lost the football. But the Chargers were the first to get to that one, so it'll stay with them. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Got a man, it's Drake London. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing is Stroud. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got London left side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Throwing it just before halftime. Got a man, it's London. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. We've reached the break. The Chargers visitors, but fighting out to an early advantage. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the 2nd half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Here come the Chargers for their first drive of the 2nd half. They've got 1st down from the 31. On play action, here's Stroud. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Blown back gets the handoff. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's the one they should have run instead.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Raiders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. He'll throw on first. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Pittman's got it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Out of bounds at midfield. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing now on first down. This is reeled in by Pittman. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Here's 2nd and 5. Complete here to Bowers. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He's got it deep downfield. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm
Previous
it
play
was
is
indeed a
under
touchdown.
review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll run here on first down. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. And that falls incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He's on the move. He'll make a... Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Raiders get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know they like to say about sports, it's 90% mental. Well, right now with this runner, after 3 fumbles, it's 100% mental. You got to hang on to the football. It's in his head right now, and it just can't happen.
The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. First and 10 from the 41. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 39. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Amani Hooker with the tackle. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. They'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. He has the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes the comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Here's Stroud on first and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, Stroud. Chased out to his right. Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The home team send this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. First and 10, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 48-yard line.
From the 48. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. That's complete to Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They just get the play off. He has the burst over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders have likely locked up the win right there. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 18. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand. Coach.
Wow, it's free again! It's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets fourth down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And Brock, we got a pretty good idea how a lot of the playoff picture is going to shake out, but still some time left for things to change near the end of the season. He's able to maneuver this up past the 30. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And that brings up 4th and short. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Back to throw, Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He's got Andrews. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 5. First down, Chargers.
Here's Stroud now. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another cheer. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Desperation time here on 4th. That one's complete to London. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Absolutely no chance of getting the yards he needs. On downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. On first down, they'll run. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders very close to an 11th win this season. First down, ball at the 36. Back to the well again. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Raiders first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home.